This is Hardy Brute, and today I'm going to be playing Cosmic Call, an FPS shooter which is just pure chaos. The guns are completely random, the power-ups are random, and the bosses are random. So let's check it out and see how far we can go. This is the hub world. We get the Assault Blaster. So it's an assault rifle and a laser. 50% chance to stun enemies in a small radius. It'll deal more damage when you're low health. 50% chance to get more ammo. That sounds like the best choice. It didn't hurt us either negatively or positively. So I'm going to trade our starting pistol to get the power suit. So our melee is stronger, we take less damage, and we're more accurate, but we're slower. And our jumping is really bad. But most of those were benefits. As you play the game, you unlock skulls, such as this 50% chance to block incoming projectiles. The only other skull I've unlocked is the one that inverts your controls, and that does not sound fun. So this game is chaos because it's based on what weapon you start with, the abilities you get, and the monsters. We're fighting the Sleeper right now. He's not always here. Sometimes there's no bosses, sometimes there's hazards like tornadoes and firestorms and all sorts of poison gas. So it's pretty common just to die in this first level really fast. And the progression, you don't really get progression. So you kind of just gotta get good at this game. Understand what some of the enemies are gonna do, dodge their attacks, use the pillars to dodge and stuff. And it kind of really depends on what weapon you start with. Bosses themselves, like the Sleeper, usually drop a relic, as well as sometimes they drop a weapon or they drop the health potions. We start with 10 health, and the game kind of goes off of the enemies kind of shift between 2-dimension and 1-dimension when they turn left and right. So when they become really skinny and they turn, they're really hard to hit. Trail of spikes around you when you take damage. The bosses tend to drop the same relic, so that Sleeper will almost always drop that type of relic. So that's interesting to keep in mind too. You can usually often run away as well. Sometimes you have to kill a certain amount of enemies. As you progress down, the twin pillars, I hate these guys. You get more points, you get more chaos levels. And I think that just makes it harder. The trick with the twin pillars is they shoot a lot of stuff vertically, so you want to keep circling around them and avoid all their tentacles, all their bullets. Oftentimes you're only fighting one elite, one boss. You're not often fighting multiple enemies at the same time like this. And right now we only have one gun, and it uses the laser ammo, the blue one. So hopefully we can find a second gun, we can get some more ammo. We killed one of the pillars. There's some floating thing in the sky up there. Oh, it's a shade. The shade is also here, and he's super annoying. Because he shoots really fast. Take one more bullet and he's down. Every second you do 4 damage to enemies around you. Nice. Some of the relics are really strong, and some of them do practically nothing. There's also beams of light when you find items on the ground that you can pick up. So we found a mysterious key, and we found 2 block projectile fiber shins. So with the skull we picked initially, we should have a 60% chance to block projectiles. There's also a convenient beam towards the exit as well. And this room is completely random. This isn't always the third room. That first starting area is always the same. There's a bunch of gargoyles. And jumping eyeballs. Ooh, they're shooting lightning at me. I don't like that from the Guardian. This is the first time I've been to this floor. And it looks like there's buzzsaws. It also looks like they're doing friendly fire. They're hurting them as well. So I can kind of just dance around. Especially that one at the front. He's getting destroyed by the buzzsaw. The Guardian is almost dead. Ooh, we got hit by the lightning there. You always have to be constantly moving, constantly looking around, because there's lots of things that are always trying to hit you. Even the buzzsaws themselves we can accidentally run into. And I just noticed the ceiling is falling. Oh my god. I was tunneling really hard on those bosses. So let's kill the gargoyle and get out. It's over here to the left. Nice. That was literally a death trap. So eventually you loop back to the hub area, and you get another chance at another gun, another relic, and it's just kind of a safe haven. So this time we found a shotgun. A 3-barreled shotgun, nice. We could trade it away, but I think I want to keep this. Increase your jump height. Slowly regenerate, that sounds really good. Killing enemies grants a small amount of health. Let's get the slow regeneration. And we can already see it in the corner. We get 0.05 every second or so. We can no longer choose the skull, and now we're continuing on. The minor moon. So we have 3 shots before we run out. Most guns also have a secondary function. Oftentimes they'll blast all of their bullets, or if you have the revolver, it'll shoot all 6 bullets really fast. I think there's at least 50 different guns in the game, but not all of them are good. And lasers are by far the worst mechanic to dodge. They are instant, they are fast, and a lot of times you don't know when they're going to fire. This room is pretty fun though, because the gravity is really low, and the shotgun has a lot of kick to it. So we killed the elite. I'm just going to kill the other ones so that they don't attack us from behind like this. Where is this guy? Oh, he's up in the sky. There's also floating bombs up there, so if you're just jumping around a lot, you can randomly explode yourself. There should be a relic somewhere. There's the exit. Oh, it's the purple over here. Each enemy takes 5 damage at the start of every level. That sounds cool. Hive crawlers? I am not dealing with that. And this is the structure I've noticed in the game, is you play the same zone a couple times, and then you move on to a new zone. There can be bosses in either one of the zones. A swarm, a bearer... And the other guy is dropping lightning from the sky. That is not cool. Bartholomew. He's like floating around in a chair. You can hear the organ music of him playing as he goes by. But I think we have one of the strongest relics in the game. The slow regeneration? As long as we play it slow, we play it safe, we should be okay. Hopefully we can pair it with some max health relics that we get later on, and we'll be good to go. Bartholomew, she has so much range. So much area effect. He keeps hitting us just little by little, negating all the healing we're doing. He's half dead though. I'm gonna kill the loot crab, get some more ammo. Right now we only have the 2 guns, the shotgun and the laser gun. The laser's pretty good for range though. Those dark orbs too, they explode like bombs. And there's another floating guy up there. Hey buddy. I met your friend. He's almost dead, and I'm actually gonna miss his organ playing. If he wasn't such a jerk, I'd bring him along. Nice, so we took care of him. We had a ton of ammo, and we had a relic. What is his relic? Weapons shoot 10% faster. That sounds pretty cool. That doesn't really help our shotgun a whole lot, though, because it only has 3 bullets. What is that thing? Oftentimes, too, they'll fall to the ground, but they won't be dead. They'll just stop moving, and you have to finish them off to get whatever they're holding. So we made it back to the hub for a 3rd time. This is the first time I've done this. Usually I die a horrific death. We got an assault shotgun. Is that better than our tri-shotgun? It's got 8 bullets. It probably is quite a bit better. We accidentally picked up the middle relic while also picking up the shotgun. And the relic we gained was that we moved 10% faster with every kill. Now we're in the crystal world. What is this place? There's a lot of jellyfishes, a lot of lasers. That's not fun. We are already down to 60% health. And this place is kind of awful to tell what the enemies are and what the crystals are, because they look exactly the same. The enemies are the ones that are moving though. But the color palette, the texture, everything is the same. At least that worm has a little head, you can see. Get the jellyfish. What is this guy, the crystal wizard? I bet he's right at home here. Should take one more shot. I like the assault rifle, it seems pretty strong. I'm not a big fan of these crystals because, oh my god, dude, what? I thought that was the wall, and then a giant laser came out of nowhere. That crystal place does not mess around. We killed 67 people though. 1.26 chaos, nice. So let's do another run. That was pretty quick and easy. A rotten mimic? What is this? Why is this in the game? I'm already down to 6 health. Oh, we triggered the mushroom man. Dude, chill. We're all friends here. We're all friends. What's your problem, dude? Oh, I'm sorry, skeleton man. Dude, what? Oh, he just stomps on me to death. -12. Well, before that little hiccup, that was the furthest we've ever gone, so let's do an actual run. We can start with the blunderbuss. That sounds pretty cool. And we can trade our pistol away, because I think the pistol sucks. When you take damage, the corresponding enemy gets stunned. Cool. So we can choose from move twice as fast when you take damage. Some enemies nearby get slower. Enemies very close to you take 4 damage. And they could get stunned. Free damage is free damage. Let's pick up the chance to block projectiles, and we unlocked another skull. It must have been from our chaos level. So we'll check that out next time. Let's see what the blunderbuss does. It uses shotgun bullets. And it's only got 4 in the chamber. It does a lot of damage. 15, 15, 15. It does a lot of little damage. This will be probably pretty good for some elites. So we got invaded and we're running away. We're fighting double twin pillars again. Yeah, this gun does a lot of damage. This is pretty satisfying. It doesn't quite have the range though. That's to be expected with a shotgun. But its damage is nice. Took care of one of the twin pillars, we did get damaged. Get hit again, we're half dead. We get the... Oh man, I backed into the portal. I didn't know the portal was there. So now we're back in town. That sucks. We lost the elite drops. The boom box. Okay. So a rocket launcher. I take less damage, more max health. 70% chance to gain immense power, making you faster and stronger. But 30% chance to be smited. I see. Yeah, it looks like Lady Luck is against us. Like usual. Well, that was a quick run, but this time is the real run. Hopefully we can get a good shotgun again. What are with these mannequins? Dude, they're moving in the dark. I do not like that. 2 damage. We do like no damage to them. Do they move if I look at them? Are they like the weeping angels? Oh my god. That guy hurt me for 2 damage. I'm just scared about the ones behind me. Dude, I just want to go back to town. Oh my god. Yeah, they take such little damage. And they're just surrounding me slowly. I feel like my gun does nothing, so why don't we try our fist? Yeah, he was hitting back. Well, that was a fun start of the run. This time is the real run though. Screw you, skeleton man. I'm glad I shot you in town. So we got the Krieg. It appears to be a shotgun. We can get the Tesla coil. It shoots out an electric bullet. Enemies get stunned when you take damage. A ring of flame hovers around you. Let's get the random electric bullets. That sounds pretty fun. And once again, let's trade away our pistol for a random passive. 10% increased melee attack speed and 5% increased melee damage. So let's grab our 50% projectile block and let's go on. So we start back in the underworld. Ooh, we set them on fire a bit with the shotgun. That's really strong. The eyeball does lasers, of course. I hate that guy. But there's no elite here, so this is just an easy room. There's also no passives, though. So there's nothing really to gain in this room that'll make us stronger. So as soon as the exit shows up, I'm just going to go down. But as you can see, this game doesn't really have progression too much. You get the skull upgrade if you reach a certain threshold, but it really comes down to your guns and sort of recognizing and taking care of the enemies without taking damage. Although I don't know how to deal with those lasers. We're fighting the arachnid. Ooh, that's the guy over there with a bunch of eyes. he's already half dead. This gun is really strong. He shoots more like a shotgun back as well. And he shoots bombs. I'm glad that guy is dead. So he gave us a move 10% faster with each kill. And we got a key, which I still don't know what they're used for. But let's head down. We got 31 points from that area. Back to the buzzsaw room. This was the one where the spikes came down and almost killed us. There they are slowly coming. Ooh, right to the buzzsaw. Dang it, man. There's an artifact over there in the corner, but I have to keep dodging all these guys. So the exit opened up. Let's grab the artifact. When you take damage, they get stunned. Cool, cool. Let's see if there's any more. Usually there's a gun and a passive in the same room. Nice, we found an assault rifle. That'd be great for the controlling with lots of enemies. So our shotgun's really good with bosses, and we're back in town. Cool. We're also dying, but that's okay. Gladius. Gladius is cool. It's a sword and it's a shield, and the shield actually does block the projectiles. A rock falls on a random enemy every 1.5 seconds. Move twice as fast when you take damage. Every time you take damage, you get damage resistance. Both of those are really good if you have healing, which we do not have. Let's get the move faster, though. And I'm not a big fan of most of the melee weapons. Most of the time they just get you killed. So I'm going to trade this for a passive as well. 10% decreased damage taken from explosions. And 10% more damage with explosions. Alright. Well, it's better than not having that passive, I suppose. The rest of the people in town, I don't really know what they do. They sort of talk to you, but they don't really do anything. And we're back to the ice world with the low gravity. And we have the hazard too, poison gas. Nice. Oftentimes the hazards are so bad, they just kind of kill you on the spot. This poison gas doesn't seem so bad though. It seems pretty centralized in certain areas. So it's easily avoidable, it seems like. And with the low gravity, we can kind of just hop around it. There's also a bit of a wall jump mechanic as well. So you can double jump if you're touching a wall. And there we ran through the poison gas and took 0.6 damage. So it's not a great deal of damage, but it is constant damage. The entire room is out to kill us. Our skeleton friend seems to think we're the chosen ones who will break the loop or break something. I'm not sure. So we're getting invaded. That means the X is going to show up and we can get out of here. Oh, we touched the landmine too. Nice. 1.2 health. This is another neutral room, kind of like a limbo. There's a bunch of skeletons. Sometimes they have things to say, but mainly you get a passive and a gun. So deal more melee damage, take less damage, and have more accuracy. Your jump just sucks now. So that's the exit, but there's also a gun in this room. Let's see what the gun is. The tri-shotgun. It sounds cool, but I can't see that being much better than our flame shotgun. Our flame shotgun is awesome. Are we going back? Yeah, we went back to the ice world. And now we have to kill Bartholomew. He has a lot of area effect. He does the thunder from the sky too. When he's not shooting a massive amount of bullets. So we just have to kill him completely without taking any damage. Let's go. After this we're probably going to go back to town, I'd imagine. That's usually the cycle of the game. Or we'll go back to the mannequin room and die again. That'd be fun. Bartholomew is taking quite a bit of damage. The assault rifle is really good for ranged attacks. Let's try the tri-shotgun a bit. Yeah, I think the tri-shotgun is just worse. Still does damage. All the shotguns do a lot of damage. I just think the extra flame damage is better. Finally, we got a bit of healing. And the relic we got is shoot 10% faster. Well, that is always helpful. So we made it back to town. Hopefully we can get a healing passive. We got the Hydra. I think that's a laser gun. Let's replace our tri-shotgun with that. Actually, let's trade out the tri-shotgun for a... Excuse me, Mr. Giant Mushroom. Yes, please don't step on me. Let's get the new passive. It gives a 3-second 30% speed boost every 6 seconds. Oh, that's pretty cool. Weapons deal more damage, but you take 100% more damage. That's not cool. Handguns and rifles do more damage. A 3% chance that enemies will explode. I think Hydra is a rifle. The assault rifle is definitely a rifle. So our AR doing more damage. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, not the crystal world again. Alright, let's keep a lookout for the big floating crystal like that one, yes. And we only have about 40% health, but last time we were at full health and still got destroyed. There's a walking golem crystal. What is this? Oh my god, there's so many floating crystals. Ooh, those are the laser ones too. And we're dead. Instantly died. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game. This game is a lot of fun. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of craziness going on. If you'd like to see another run, see some more guns, let me know. I'll see you.